And double dribble is called, I think.
No.
What was it? Foul?
Looks like he stopped the clock. Maybe one of the clock wasn't started. I think it's going to be bullet ball. I think he recognized something wrong either with one of the shot clocks or game clock.
He being official Hugh
the
Hollins.
official, excuse me. Yeah.
Asked for him by name. Yeah, there was a problem with the shot clock. That'll be reset at 23 seconds.
Unfortunately, it looked like the Bullets had a numbers advantage.
Howard drawing double coverage. Now isolated on Mason, trying to take him off the dribble. McCann in a crowd gets cracked.
Good pass there from Juwan, and Oakley picks up the foul, and it's a hard one. And when you come in here, just know that you're going to get no easy, soft fouls from this front line here. And the one way to get them to, or certainly make them pay, is to make those free throws, something that is an area Bob struggles with, 50% from the free throw line.
3:52 left in the first quarter. It's 16-8 Knicks. And McCann misses both free throws. A low scoring first quarter so far. Both teams shooting poorly. Starks goes right around the defense. That was too easy.
Well,
right around
George did not turn him back. He's either got to step all the way back or beat him to the basket, which is going to be difficult for him to do. So the best thing to do is to step out wide and force Starks back the other direction.
And the Knicks open up their biggest lead, 10 points. Chaney is fouled by Starks on a reach-in. That's his first foul and the second team foul.
I really like that matchup. I think that's an area the Bullets can really take advantage of. Starks has had somewhat of an inconsistent year. At one point was taken out of the starting lineup.
And they go after Starks again. Now into Murasan.
There's
McCann wide open, and George picks up an assist.
Go ahead, George.
First basket for Bob McCann. It cuts the Knick lead to 8 as we hit the 3-minute mark, first quarter. Now Mason posting up on McCann. Two wide bodies. And a foul is called on Bob. The Bullets take a timeout with 2:51 left in the first quarter. The Knicks are up 18-10.
Schedule a meeting. Take the shuttle. Then cross your fingers. Schedule a meeting. Take Amtrak's Metroliner. Then cross your legs. Metroliner, the smarter shuttle.
We're knocking down prices on new Hyundais during the Hyundai Knockout Clearance. Get $1,500 cash back on a roomy 95 Sonata, or choose up to $1,500 cash, or 1.9% financing on a 95 Elantra. And with cash back, a high-tech 96 Accents, just $7,785. Buy now and make no monthly payments for 90 days. But hurry, because if you miss the bell for the Hyundai Knockout Clearance, you'll be down for the count. Right now, get up to $1,500 cash back during your Hyundai dealer's Knockout Clearance.
Roy's, it's real roast beef, not some pre-rolled press stuff like the other guys.
They slow roast it for hours and hours.
You slice it right there and it comes this high.
It's big, a quarter pound of it.
On this Kaiser roll.
I'll have it with mashed potatoes.
With fries.
Get it right at Roy's.
Excellent.
Get on over, get
This is great. I'll be back for dinner.
Get it right at Roy's.
Where's the only place to get roast beef slow roasted, sliced fresh, and piled high? Get it right at Roy's.
If you've got business in New York, you have two choices. You can take the shuttle, or you can fly. Metroliner, the smarter shuttle.
Tune in to Baywatch now at its new time, weeknights at 7 p.m. on WB50, WBDC TV, Washington's sports station.
Let's take a look at that last assist from George Murasan to Bob McCann. The double team comes over. Oakley goes high, and that leaves the baseline wide open. Patrick didn't do a good job of sealing out that lane to the basket.
So So with 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first quarter, the Knicks are up by 8. As Anthony Mason goes to the free throw line, the Stars are out. Billy Baldwin watching tonight's game. I had a chance to visit with him before the game. His brother Daniel was one of the stars of Homicide and then left the show to pursue a movie career. But Billy was saying he's looking forward to coming down and watching some baseball at Camden Yards this summer.
Well, I'm glad I know you. You know all the stars. But you didn't introduce me to him. I noticed that. That's an interesting release there from Mason.
But he makes both of them. And the Knicks lead 20-10. I'll introduce you to him after we go. When they go over to Donald Trump's place. I'm kidding. We're headed to Atlanta.
Oh, tough pass.
Price around Ewing. Starks tips it right back to Brent. Get Starks an assist.
And Brent could really get an assist to himself. Batted the ball around a couple of times, but stayed active.
The Bullets showing signs of coming out of their shooting slump. They're now 6 for 13. Starks coming off the pick to Ewing. And a foul on George Murison, his second.
I think any team that wants to really attack George, they're going to force him to move around a lot, make switches, and change over. That time they run a pick and roll on that side. George has to step out briefly and help or show, and that leaves a quick lane to the basket for Patrick Ewing.
Jim McIlvaine waiting to get into the game to replace Murison. Ewing now with 9 points. Patrick is headed for the All-Star game, his 10th appearance. One of 22 players in NBA history who've been in 10 or more All-Star games. And he's in double figures now in the first quarter with 10 points. 22-12 New York. The Knicks have matched their biggest lead. They go to a trap.
He's got to help out. We've got Bob McCann and McIlvaine, not really scorers in there, so New York can take those kind of chances.
Juwan Howard misses the shot, and Ewing is fouled. Jim McIlvaine is charged with his first. First foul in the last 2 minutes. Charles Smith enters the game for New York, replacing Ewing. Ewing leaves with 10 points and 4 rebounds, so Patrick's off to a good start tonight. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Harper into Mason on a post-up. Derek Harper for 3 with the shot clock winding down. It's about the kind of shot he hit to beat the Bullets earlier this year in Landover. Price with a long three-pointer. Mason fires a bullet to Starks. Juwan Howard with a rebound. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. McCann against Oakley, two very physical players. And Bob shot blocked by Charles Smith.
Just took him a little too long to get into that shot, and it allowed Charles Smith to come over from the weak side and help out. And with Bob being that left-hander, he put the ball right on the side that Charles Smith was coming from. Watch again, he turns away, but when he brings that ball back to the left hand, there's Charles right there to swat it away.
Albert Chaney misses a three-pointer. The Bullets get the ball back. Juwan Howard misses a 2. Saved by Charles Smith as Oakley goes down. Starks checks the three-point line. The dish to Charles Smith. He'll put up a 3 that's short. Fair ball.
The Bullets had number on the defensive side. Oakley never got down to the other side of the court.
Down to 30 seconds, first quarter. Illegal defense is called on the Knicks.
Well, they put a very aggressive double team on you when you use that pick and roll situation. They don't want to see the guard go anywhere. And boy, when you pick the ball up, you better have some place to pass it right off doing that. They won't let you out of that double team.
Less than 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Chaney backs down on Starks. Juwan Howard is open.
Boy, Juwan's really
Calvert Chaney with the offensive board. Chaney again. Ball taken away by Starks. Less than 10 seconds to go as the Knicks push it up. Derek Harper on the drive. Got it, and a foul.
Well, the Bullets worked hard at the other end, couldn't come up with a basket, and then Derek Harper makes a nice crossover move, absorbs the contact from Brent Price, and gets the basket to go. Nice crossover there. And the contact from Brent Price, he picks up a foul there.
3-point opportunity for Derek Harper. Shot rims out. Bullets trying to get off the shot. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Price with a 3. Got it! That counts.
A little lackadaisical defense there from the Knicks to even allow him to get a good look at the basket. Someone made him turn the corner, but still Brent got a clear look at the basket.
But at the end of the first quarter from New York, the Knicks lead the Bullets 24-15.
Dear foreign car owners, when it comes to fixing brakes, foreign cars aren't foreign to Midas. That's why we offer same-day brake service and guaranteed brake shoes and pads for as long as you own your car.
そして今あなたがお持ちの国産車、外車をマイダスへお持ちいただくと
Get 25% off guaranteed brake shoes and pads. That's 25% off brake shoes and pads for any car at the Midas International Brake Sale.
Vilket språk man än talar, detta är ett erbjudande värt att bromsa för.
Hey, don't tear up those losing Virginia Lotto tickets. Your losing Virginia Lotto tickets might still be winners in the Bullets Virginia Lottery Second Chance Drawing. You got a shot to turn your losing Virginia Lotto ticket into prime Bullets tickets. Grand prize is a VIP evening at the USA Arena, dinner at the Captain's Club, and prime Bullets sticks. For another chance to win, mail in your losing Virginia Lotto ticket to this address. Current estimated Lotto jackpot, $1.5 million.
Thursday night, the Bullets go against the Hawks on WBDC, Washington Sports Station. 1996 All-Star, Juwan Howard. SWAT team leader, George Murasan. Last time out, we cooked those birds. Now, we're aiming for a second burning of Atlanta. The Bullets, the Hawks, Thursday night at 7:30 on WBDC, Washington Sports Station.
Get a group of family, friends, or co-workers together to enjoy the excitement of Bullets basketball. Call the Bullets office at 301 NBA Dunk, where the American Express card is always welcomed. Order your group tickets today.
Well, here's that last shot by Brent Price. You see he's forced to change direction with the crossover, but after that he has smooth sailing. Good pick there from Jim McIlvaine, excuse me, but a nice shot there from Brent Price.
And that buzzer beater by Brent Price ended a string of 7 consecutive missed shots for the Bullets, who made only 7 of 21 shots in the first quarter, shooting 33%. The Knicks were 10 of 22, 46%. The Knicks go with Derek Harper. Hubert Davis is in. Charles Smith, Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason. Backdoor to Mason. For the Bullets, Tim Legler has come in.
Bob has the strength to handle it. Mason just has to make sure he keeps moving his feet. Comes up with a steal that time.
Forced the turnover. Price trapped, gets it out nicely. Juwan Howard again, double team, puts off a shot and hits it. His first basket. He had missed his first 5 shots. He's been double teamed much of the night.
Yeah, they've really been concentrated on Juwan, but we've known travel. Yep. But we've grown to know with Juwan that even though he gets off to a bad start sometimes, he's always capable of coming back strong. He keeps his head in the game, really doesn't get down, so it's not that bad of a situation so far.
And with 2 players, Bob McCann and Jim McIlvaine, in the game who are not really scorers, they can really concentrate on Juwan Howard. Mason fouls him. First foul on Anthony.
That was Bob McCann, I believe, that made a nice pass, entry pass into Juwan. And Juwan just kept Anthony Mason on his back.
Juwan Howard celebrating his 23rd birthday today. Good week for him.
Yeah.
Birthday and All-Star selection.
How about that?
Couldn't happen to a more deserving young man, too. What a terrific kid. This is the kind of guy that you build a team around for years. Really the foundation of a team.
Yeah, I was talking to him when he mentioned that, and I said, so that means you were born in '73? He said, yeah. I said, I had played 2 years by then in the league.
What was he said yesterday? He didn't realize you played for the Bullets?
Yeah. You'll have to sell him some of my baseball cards. I think he can afford them.
Yes. Oakley on the drive. Charles Smith on the follow. His first basket. The Knicks lead 26-19. The Knicks will apply some full court pressure. Legler brings it across against Hubert Davis. They are 1 and 2 in the league in three-point shooting. Legler's first, Davis is second.
Both will be participating in the AT&T shooting.
Oakley with the reach picks up his second foul.
Remember, these two back in Landover had a real good matchup, especially down the stretch, and Juwan just really took over. Nice crossover there. He forces Oakley to reach for the ball after he goes through his legs.
Patrick Ewing replaces Oakley. Bob McCann getting a lot of minutes in this first half. Howard, here comes a double team. And they get caught in between because Charles Smith came over to double team and stopped in the lane. That's illegal defense. If you're going to go double team, you got to go. You got to continue over and do it.
Yeah, he wasn't quite sure if Patrick Ewing was going to drop down to his man, which was Bob McCann. You don't want to leave anybody unguarded underneath the basket, so that's where that hesitation came in.
Brent Price sinks the free throw. He now has 6 points. He's the high man for the Bullets. And the Knicks lead by 6. Almost 2 minutes gone by. Second quarter from the Garden. Rasheed Wallace is back in and feeds Juwan for the slam.
Another nice entry pass, this time from Rasheed Wallace, who gets the assist. And Juwan's doing a good job moving without the ball. Doesn't have his shot going in a one-on-one situation, but he's gotten a couple of good looks just from good movement.
Hubert Davis misses his first shot. Juwan Howard tries to save it, but is out of bounds. I think it's going to be the Bulls' ball anyway. How could that be?
Well, probably the ball was already out of bounds before Juwan went to save it.
Greg Grant, newest member of the Bullets, is in. Grant, who played for Jim Lynam in Philadelphia, he likes his ability to push the ball up the floor very quick. Rasheed Wallace over Smith. Patrick Ewing with his 5th rebound of the game. Bullets have cut this lead down from 12 to 4, and the Knicks turn it over. Grant fires it long for Juwan Howard. Terrific pass. Juwan's surrounded by Knicks, and he's called for traveling, and Jim Lynam is furious. And so is Juwan. He thought he got fouled.
I tell you what, he was surrounded as quick as he got that pass by 3 defenders from New York. And there was some contact there, and that's what Jim Lynam was saying. He probably traveled because he was pushed. Nice pass from Greg Grant. There he gets somebody from behind. That's Patrick behind. Then he gets some more contact.
And Juwan reaches in and knocks the ball out of bounds with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Hubert Davis will inbound from the side. Bullets enjoying a 10-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Harper out to Ewing. He put up a 3-pointer.
She put good pressure on Patrick that time.
Patrick has made only 2 of 17 3-pointers this year. Wallace with the turnaround. First basket for Rasheed, and the next lead has been cut to 2. Good comeback by the Bullets. Illegal defense is called on the Bullets. That's a second violation, so it's a technical foul.
Well, like Mel said a little earlier, when you make that move and step across that line and go double team, you have to continue. You can't dance back and forth.
Liddell Eccles, who lit up the Knicks for 24 points the last time he faced them, replaces Juwan Howard. Hubert Davis converts the free throw. And Juwan Howard, who's 10th in the league in minutes, averaging 39 minutes a game, gets a little breather.
You have a lot of people with some good minutes. Of course, Anthony Mason leads everyone.
He's averaging 43 minutes a game. Twice has played 50 minutes. 3 times 48 minutes in a game. That's a charging foul. John Starks picks up his second foul.
But once again, the Bullets did not do a good job containing Starks. You got to step out and force him to go away from the basket. Doesn't do that. He turns the corner and gets around George Murasan, but it's Liddell who steps over, establishes position, and draws the charge.
Murasan backing in. Shot is short, and it's knocked out of bounds by Greg Grant. Knicks will have the ball with 8:04 to go, second quarter. They lead 27-24.
George looked very anxious to get that shot off, even though he was double teamed.
George is 2 for 4 from the floor so far. He's had trouble getting off his shots. Ewing again takes him outside. Close to traveling.
Yes, he did. Got a chance to see that winning shot he hit the other night against Detroit. People are still talking about the traveling.
12 points now for Patrick Ewing, and the Knicks lead by 5. Legler on the drive. Off to Murasan. George normally will hit that shot. Shooting is a little off tonight. Mason posting Liddell Eccles. 6 points for Anthony Mason, who burned the Bullets for 30 the last time he faced them. And the Knicks go up by 7. Jim Lannon wants to talk things over. So with 7:03 left in the second quarter, it's New York 31, the Bullets 24.
Still using Western Union to wire money? Next time, use MoneyGram and save up to $9. Unless you don't mind getting MoneyGram, the better way to wire money.
When you're rushing in a hurry, what's for dinner? Not to worry. When a pizza just won't cut it, more Chinese, you're sick of it. For a warm and hearty supper, grab some chunky from the cupboard. Peas and carrots and potatoes. And of course we got tomatoes.
Hey, it's all the beef that gets me.
Hey, wasn't that Wayne Gretzky? Take a tip from you-know-who. Chunky Soup's the great one, too. Campbell's Chunky. Soup that eats like a meal.
We're knocking down prices on new Hyundais during the Hyundai Knockout Clearance. Get $1,500 cash back on a rooming 95 Sonata, or choose up to $1,500 cash, or 1.9% financing on a 95 Elantra. And with cash back, a high-tech 96 Accents, just $7,785. Buy now and make no monthly payments for 90 days. But hurry, because if you miss the bell for the Hyundai Knockout Clearance, you'll be down for the count. Right now, get up to $1,500 cash back during your Hyundai dealer's Knockout Clearance.
Still using Western Union to wire money? Next time, use MoneyGram and save up to $9. Unless you don't mind getting ripped off. MoneyGram, the better way to wire money.
Bullets basketball is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, the low-fare airline. Geico, save on car insurance, call 1-800-841-3000. And by Bell Atlantic, the heart of communication.
The Knicks lead by 7 with 7:03 left in the second quarter. The Bullets still struggling with their shooting. They're 10 for 27, shooting only 37%, which is what they shot the last time they faced the Knicks here and lost by 24. And Liddell Eccles loses it out of bounds.
Liddell wanted to drive on Charles Smith, knowing he has the foot speed on him, just lost control of the handle.
The 7th turnover by the Bullets. The Knicks have committed 6. Hubert Davis Into the lane, out to Ewing.
Tough shot.
He's got it going tonight. 14 for Patrick Ewing.
George got a hand up on him, too. Still made it.
He's hit 6 of 9 shots from the floor, and the Knicks lead by 9. Eccles on the drive, collides with Ewing, and that's a charging foul, negating the basket.
Well, take a look. Liddell's driving the lane. Sees a little daylight. Goes right into Patrick.
Davis inside. Charles Smith with a jam. His second basket, and the Knicks lead 35-24. So they're beginning to pull away again. They've scored 9 straight points after the Bullets had cut the lead down to 2. Liddell Eccles puts up a 3. The Bullets needed that one.
Yes, they did, in a bad way. Offensively, they've been struggling just to get open shots. Finally, off the double team, they do get Liddell open in the corner.
Bullets are now 2 for 5 from three-point range. The Knicks are 0 for 7.
They'll try and post up Grant.
Grant's only 5'7". John Starks, his opponent, is about 6'5". Ewing is open again.
Good hustle for Tim Legler, who ran at Patrick.
Liddell Eccles misses the shot, rebounded by Ewing. Bullets aren't getting many offensive rebounds.
Really didn't have a chance that last time.
Ewing's jumper is short. Rebound to Muraside. Here come the Bullets on the break. Rasheed Wallace. That's another charge. First foul on Rasheed.
Well, that may have been a good old flop call there. Gets that shoulder into him, but a little added incentive there comes from Patrick by flopping on the floor.
Well,
but
you expect to see good acting when you come to New York.
Never know when you may get picked up in a roll.
That was a good act by Ewing. Mason using his strength, muscles in for 2.
That's what he likes to do best, close into the basket. Remember the game, the overtime period where the Bullets put George Muraside on him? Away from the basket, you got the impression that Mason felt a little uncomfortable. Around the basket, very comfortable.
And the Bullets will use their 22nd timeout as the Knicks have opened up a 10-point lead, 37-27.
Well, let's take a look at this last basket by Anthony Mason. You see Liddell leaning on him. Plus, when he's got good, quick footwork, and so he can feel where the pressure is being applied from the defender. Liddell cuts off the middle. You see him just spin baseline, gets it up before George can even react. Good post-up move there.
We talked about Patrick Ewing not being with the Knicks the last time these teams met, and the Bullets won that game. The Bullets, in that game, Chris Webber played well until he got hurt. He had 19 points, and Robert Pack had 25 points. So the Bullets are missing 2 key players who were in that game.
Yeah.
Grant penetrates. Oh, probably could have taken it in. Davis spots up. Muraside shuts him off. Hubert Davis with a 3-pointer. Knicks still haven't hit a 3. They're 0 for 8. Howard got it. 8 points for Juwan Howard. 37-29 New York. 3:58 left. First half from Madison Square Garden. Mason. They reverse it to Ewing. He loves that baseline jumper. And he stepped out of bounds. For the Bullets, the starting guards return. Brent Price and Calvert Chaney, replacing Legler and Grant.
Not a bad job for Grant.
Well-traveled Greg Grant. The Bullets are his 8th NBA team. He did play with the Knicks for a while, several years ago. Mason has read the scouting report on Juwan. He's just not going for those fakes. Chaney from the baseline.
Yeah.
6 for Calvert. 37-31 New York. It looks like the Bullets are trying to make a run.
When Juwan gets the ball, they still command a double team down there. When he gets it out quickly, they get some numbers.
And the big guys going at it again. Ewing drives in, loses his footing, and misses the shot.
Yeah, I think Patrick was anticipating a little more contact than he really got.
Trying to put some moves on Mason, who plays him tough, and Juwan still hits it.
He played him about as tough as you can, and a couple of crossovers through the leg by Juwan. Still didn't get away from Anthony, but he was able to lift up over him and get that shot off.
And Juwan Howard is beginning to heat up. He now has 10 points, 4 for 9 shooting. Knicks by 4. Starks dribbles through a double team and loses it. And it will be the Bullets' ball.
Good hustle by all 3 players, Brent Price, George Mirasan for turning Starks back, and then Juwan for going after that loose ball.
And we'll return to New York in a moment after this timeout.
In conclusion, our balance sheet has never...
If we miss our plane, we've got problems.
One more thought. We must continue
We've got problems.
direct extension.
We missed our plane.
I can tell you when the next one leaves.
Introducing Avis Flight Check, our exclusive up-to-the-minute flight information at car return. Another first from the employee owners of Avis.
Terminal B, Gate 2. You can just make it.
And I thought we had problems.
No, we have Avis.
Trying hard on and see how.
Introducing Membership Rewards from American Express, a rewards program that makes every dollar you spend add up to a world of choices just by using the card. For a gift, something you need. The possibilities seem endless, and all of them are free. With the Membership Rewards program, you decide where to use your rewards and what works best for you. So enroll today in Membership Rewards. Call 1-800-AXP-EARN.
Check out all the action of the NBA when the Indiana Pacers travel to Baltimore Arena on Friday, February 16th at 7:30, and the New Jersey Nets visit US Air Arena on Monday, January the 19th, a 1 o'clock start. For tickets, call Ticketmaster at 202-432-SEAT, where the American Express card is always welcome.
Take a look at this last basket by Juwan Howard. Watch him go through his leg. Shows good balance, good ball handling skills, goes through the leg just to try and loosen the defense up, but Anthony Mason does a great job. Juwan just does a better one.
And the Bullets again nipping at the Knicks' heels. They've cut the lead down to 4. Bullets go with Brent Price, Calbert Chaney, Juwan Howard, Bob McCann, and George Mirasan. For the Knicks, Derek Harper, Charles Smith, Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing, and Hubert Davis. The Bullets have made 4 of their last 5 shots.
There's a double team now. Can they swing it out quick enough?
Oh, nice pass into Mirasan for the slam, but he traveled. No basket.
It's not very often you'll see a player able to deliver the pass the way Juwan did. Good pressure there. Had to be a perfect pass, but the basket does not count.
That is the 11th turnover by the Bullets. Jim Lynam disputing that last call with Hugh Hollins, although it appeared to be a good call. 2 minutes left in the half. The Knicks are up by 4 in a low-scoring game. Ewing on the move. Having a big first half with 16 points. He's outscored George Mirasan 16-4. And the Knicks lead by 6. Going to protect that ball around Derek Harper.
Derek loves to reach in.
Howard. And again, the Bullets fail to get an offensive rebound. It's 1 shot and out quite frequently tonight. Minute 20 left in the half. Howard and Smith hammering each other in the low post. Ewing from way out.
He likes that jumper.
39-33, Knicks. Chaney looking for his shots, misses this one, and Mirasan interferes with it. The ball was in the cylinder, and George went up and touched it.
It looked like that ball had a chance of dropping through after it bounced high off the backboard.
Jim McIlvaine replaces Murasan, who leads with 4 points, 6 rebounds. Less than a minute to go from New York. First half action from the Garden. The Knicks are up by 6. Their biggest lead has been 12 points. Price, anticipating the pass well, knocks it out of bounds.
Well, it's one good thing to do is turn around and apply the same kind of physical pressure that you receive from someone like Derek Harper.
14 seconds left on the shot clock. Double Harper. Harper into the paint to score. He's got 6, and New York leads 41-33 with 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Price off a McIlvaine screen and almost thrown away.
Yeah, it's really tough when both Bob and McIlvaine are in there because,
Ewing says, take that.
Unless they're close to the basket, they're really not scoring threats.
Just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. 16 seconds left in the quarter and the half. Howard to McCann, and blocked by Ewing. McIlvaine on the follow. First basket for Jim McIlvaine. Here come the Knicks, pushing it up to Ewing. Got it, and a foul.
Heads-up play there by Charles Oakley and Patrick Ewing, for that matter. After going for that shot, he just continued down court, beats everyone down, and then you see the long court pass from Oakley. Patrick gets the ball off the glass and gets the contact. They're trying to figure out, I think, how much time should be left on the game clock.
I believe that foul was on McCann.
Should have been on McIlvaine. Got me.
Well, they put some time back on the shot clock. It's been changed from 4.5 seconds to 9.7. Look at that awful,
yeah.
So we have 9.7 seconds left in the half. Ewing closing in on 20 points in the first half. He's got 18. 19 for Patrick. Bullets will have to hurry to get it up to McCann. And he is fouled but couldn't finish it.
Well, I'm sure Don Nelson didn't want to see that foul given up, but probably for the Knicks' sake, if you got to foul somebody on this unit, probably Bob McCann's the best person, shooting, as we said earlier, around 50%, but Hubert Davis giving up the foul there.
Bob's actually below 50% now. He's shooting 50% coming in and has missed all 3 of his free throws tonight. Greg Grant returns, replacing Brent Price. The Bullets are 3 for 6 at the free throw line in the first half. The Knicks have made 6 of 7. And McCann finally makes one. Here come the Knicks. Derek Harper pushing it up as the clock winds down. Off to Hubert Davis, trying to get off a 3. And can't. And that brings the first half to an end with the score. The New York Knicks 44 and the Bullets 36. Have allowed him to try to make a deal for himself.
In fact, that's what he's talking about now, how nice the material is on his suit.
Maybe he's going to talk to Robin Leach, who's here tonight, about a spot on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Giant Food out-of-town scoreboard. San Antonio leads Boston by 3 at the half. Miami up by 4 on Atlanta. Also at halftime, Orlando and Detroit tied in the second period. Philadelphia leading Indiana by 8 at the half. Toronto 62, Milwaukee 61 third quarter, and Minnesota leading Portland 30-28 in the second period.
For a minute, I thought we heard Robin Leach in the building.
Well, he's here. He was just over here a moment ago when you were gone. There's an unconfirmed rumor that he's starting another show similar to Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, but called Lifestyles of the Poor and Boring. And he reportedly wanted to know where you were, Phil. I don't know if there's any connection.
Oh. Well, let me hear him one time.
I don't think I can do it. I'm not in the mood tonight. I can't. I'm not in character.
You got a headache tonight, huh?
Knicks ball, they lead by 8. So we start the third quarter. Starks trying to feed Ewing, and it's knocked out of bounds by George Murasov.
George really was hustling that time not to allow that pass to get inside to Patrick.
Mason looking into Ewing. They want to go right back to him. He had 19 the first half. Over Murasov. How did he get that shot off? 21
away, arches it up.
And the Knicks by 10. 12 points was their biggest lead in the first half. Bullets have Brent Price, Calvert Chaney, Rasheed Wallace, Juwan Howard, and George Murasov starting the second half. Howard with a turnover.
There was some contact there. They missed it. Juwan still made the shot.
He's got 12 points. Steal by Howard. And the Bullets with a 4-on-2 break. Ahead to Chaney. Got it. 8 points for Calvert Chaney. And it's 46-40 New York. The Knicks have not been able to put the Bullets away. Whenever they go up 10, 11, 12 points, the Bullets seem to come right back.
Well, that's their first fast break basket, and it comes off that turnover. Maybe they can get a few more plays like that.
The Bullets force another turnover. Wallace up with a loose ball to Juwan Howard. Got a good shot, but couldn't hit it.
Wasn't a bad shot, but of course, when there's no rebounding underneath, that means if you miss it, it's going the other direction.
Oakley from the wing. Rebound to Howard, who fires it long. They've got a 2-on-1 situation. Wallace into Chaney. Bullets are unable to score. Here comes John Starks, who's been very quiet tonight. Oakley. Both teams cold in the early going.
Well, you got to convert that last basket that Chaney missed. You got to put that down. A 2-on-1. Got a nice pass from Rasheed Wallace, especially on nights where you're struggling from the outside, when you can get those transition baskets.
Howard driving on Mason, gets inside of him to score.
You know, that's a tough order, really, because Mason plays such good, solid defense. Plus, he's strong, and he's willing to use that. Not many times will you get by him on the baseline side, as Juwan just did.
The more people who see Juwan Howard, the more rave about him. One of those was former Bullet Knick, Earl Monroe, was talking about Juwan before the game and how much he likes him. Starks from the corner, a three-pointer.
And that's where those three-point shots are backbreakers. You kind of feel the crowd lift up a little bit. Knicks have been very slow to get started offensively.
That's the first three-pointer of the game. Juwan Howard scores again. 6 in the quarter, 16 for the game, and it's a 5-point Knick lead. Here comes Mason on the drive, and fouled by Howard. In the game, December 29th at US Air Arena, there's Earl the Pro. Radio commentary tonight.
He was telling us that he and Walt switch off sometimes when Walt can't make it. He sits in and fills in on the radio. But he says he likes that better because he doesn't have to dress up for the radio.
Walt, of course, Walt Frazier. Often mistaken for Phil Chenier.
That's true. You saw that last foul by Juwan Howard. A hard foul, but then immediately goes to make sure that Anthony doesn't take it personal. And he saves the point.
50-44 Knicks. 8:57 left in the third. Wallace posting. Oakley. Nicely done. Only the second basket for Rasheed Wallace, who was 1 for 4 from the floor in the first half. Harper penetrates, but misses the shot. He's tentative going up with that one.
He was about to be surrounded by 2 Bullet defenders, and there was no one there to rebound.
This has been a good matchup for the Bullets. Cheney against Starks. He misses this one. Murasong misses to follow, but makes sure. 6 points for Murasong. Here come the Bullets again, cutting the Knicks lead to 2.
You kind of feel the buzz in the crowd there. They just can't get their momentum going to put the Bullets away, and the Bullets right now have a little bit of momentum going of their own.
Starks fires it cross court to Harper. Mason is open. Blocked by Murasong. Mason short.
Mason really working to try and draw the foul from Murasong. Wasn't successful though.
Now Ewing tried. Oh, how about some extra steps, Patrick? 3-pointer by Starks, but Ewing got away with travel.
Got to come up with those loose balls in this situation.
Second 3-pointer of the game for John Starks puts the Knicks up by 5 as we get a timeout.
Still using Western Union to wire money? Next time, use MoneyGram and save up to $9, unless you don't mind being taken for a ride. MoneyGram, the better way to wire money.
The sophisticated material that's used to make the cockpit canopy of the F-16 fighter shatter-resistant is the same material we use to make the headlamp covers on the Aurora. So you can imagine how advanced the rest of the car is. Aurora by Oldsmobile. It's your money.
Roy's, it's real roast beef, not some pre-rolled pressed stuff like the other guys.
They slow roast it for hours and hours.
You slice it right there and it comes this high.
It's big. A quarter pound of it.
On this Kaiser roll.
I'll have it with mashed potatoes.
With fries.
Get it right at Roy's.
Excellent.
Get on over, get
This is great. I'll be back for dinner.
Get it right at Roy's.
Where's the only place to get roast beef slow roasted, sliced fresh, and piled high? Get it right at Roy's.
Still using Western Union to wire money? Next time, use MoneyGram and save up to $9, unless you don't mind getting MoneyGram, the better way to wire money.
Bullets basketball is brought to you by the employee owners of Avis. We're into the future, trying harder than ever. The DC Lottery, get in on the excitement, and your local Hyundai dealer some of the best ideas on the road.
Juwan Howard getting ready for the All-Star game. In that game, December 29th in Landover, when Chris Webber was tripped by Charles Oakley and injured his shoulder, Juwan put his arm around Webber as he was leaving the court and said, "You go inside the locker room, go to sleep, and we'll come in and wake you up after the game and tell you how we won this game." And then the next 2 possessions, the Bullets were up 114 to 112. The next 2 possessions, Juwan said, "Give me the ball," and he scored on Oakley twice, and the Bullets never looked back.
Yeah, he really took over after Chris left the game, showed a lot of guts, a lot of confidence in his game.
Rice with a penetration, and that's a 24-second violation. Bullets failing to get off a shot.
That worked in the Bullets' favor, really, or else you would have had a 2-on-1 situation with Cheney, the only one back.
Don Nelson is not happy about it. He would rather have had the fast break. 7 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third. The Knicks lead by 5. Led most of the game, but haven't been able to shake the Bullets. Howard goes to the steal. Almost had it.
He sure did.
Shot clock is down to 7 seconds, and a foul is called on Juwan Howard. His first of the game.
The one thing I'll say is the Bullets have become a lot more physical defensively this half, and they're really challenging the Knicks at their offensive end.
I stand corrected, Phil. Actually, I sit corrected, but that's the second foul on Juwan.
Well, you can stand up if you want to.
I think the people sitting behind me would like it. 3-pointer by Derek Harper. Albert Cheney takes it away from Ewing, who is surprised. Wallace. Nope. Rasheed misses the slam. Bullets have missed several easy shots tonight. Cheney missed a layup. Wallace missed 2 cracks at it here. Ewing again traveling.
Listen up.
He thought he got fouled. Staring daggers at the official. Murasan. Fouled by Ewing.
He's not going to like that one. Late in getting back in the play, he just gets George from behind. This is that play where Chris goes down on that shoulder and goes out.
And there's Juwan telling him, go get your rest. We'll tell you about the win when we come in. And he called for the ball the next 2 possessions and scored twice on Oakley. Said he felt it was something he should do. Said anybody else would have done the same thing. Try to take charge and go right back at Oakley there. So many little qualities you appreciate about Juwan Howard.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, he brings a mental toughness to this game that really is going to have him as a superstar. He's a very consistent player, night in and night out.
53-49 New York, midway through the 3rd quarter. Charlie Ward is in for the first time. He's been seeing more action lately. The Heisman Trophy winning quarterback from Florida State. Starks with a 3-pointer. Rebound to George Murasan, who has 11 boards, having another good rebounding game. Wallace. She's struggling with his shooting.
He is. He's had some good shots.
Starks running with Ewing. And the Knicks come away empty, and now the Bullets have the numbers. Got to convert. Price on the dish. And Wallace with the slam. As Don Nelson called for a timeout. And again, the Bullets are making a move. They've cut the Knicks lead to 2 at 53-51.
Schedule a meeting. Take the shuttle, then cross your fingers. Schedule a meeting. Take Amtrak's Metroliner, then cross your legs. Metroliner, the smarter shuttle.
We're into the future. We're into the past.
Not this, Mommy. Not in this car.
Avis satellite guidance, first in the most cities across America. Another way the employee owners of Avis are making the future safer, faster, and better.
Destination ahead.
You found us.
Person needs to send resume to New York. Wants to make a big impression. Goes to post office. Finds out priority mail is a smart solution. Resume gets noticed. Person gets job. Now, if you can only get a cab. Team needs new jerseys. Person has to deliver them overnight. Goes to post office. Finds express mail is a smart solution. Guarantees delivery. Jerseys arrive on time. Person avoids getting sacked.
If you've got business in New York, you have 2 choices. You can take the shuttle, or you can fly. Metroliner, the smarter shuttle.
Here is the Roy Rogers dunk of the game.
Not many fast break attempts for the Bullets, but here's one that results in a nice pass from Brent Price, and the Roy Rogers dunk of the game delivered by Rasheed Wallace. One more time. Penetration down the middle, and Rasheed slams it home.
He caught a glimpse of Charlie Ward carrying his shoe. His shoe apparently came off. That reminds me of Swen Nader, the old San Diego Clippers, who lost a shoe one night at the Capitol Center and took his shoe and threw it at Kevin Greavy's shot and hit the ball and was called for a technical foul. Ewing from the outside. Whoa. 23 for Patrick Ewing. And the Knicks lead 55-51. They go to a trap. Juwan Howard having another good game. 16 points, 11 boards. Murasan. Shot is a little off tonight. He's 3 for 8 from the floor, and he came into this game shooting 61%, second best in the league. Ewing has not missed minutes. He scores again.
That time he just beat George down court.
25 points for Ewing, who is 12 for 21 from the floor. Cheney blows by Ewing and is fouled.
Well, I really like that matchup, and one of the things we talked about during the pregame is Calbert Cheney getting his number of attempts. Only had 6 attempts in the first half, made half of those. But here he posts up so well, they don't have anyone that can guard him. They have to pay special attention to Calbert down low.
Calbert making the first free throw. He has 9 points. And now 10. The Bullets are 7 for 11 at the free throw line tonight. 57-53, New York. Just over 4 minutes left, third quarter. Ewing gets an open shot. Oh, he has got it going. 27 for Patrick. A feathery soft jump shot puts the Knicks up by 6. Ward really dogging Brent Price. Knicks really like Charlie Ward. He's a good defensive player, better shooter than they thought, and maybe the best penetrator on the team, according to assistant coach Don Cheney. Rasheed Wallace hits the three-pointer.
Good shot. That's something certainly you can tell by watching the Knicks. They're lacking not many easy baskets coming from the penetration and the kick out.
Knocked out of bounds by Murasan.
Murasan's been working really hard to try and deny that entry pass into Patrick.
George has managed to stay out of foul trouble tonight. He has only 2. Mason against Howard. Here comes help, but not in time. 11 points for Anthony Mason, and the Knicks lead by 5. Price getting hounded in the backcourt, managed to get it across. Rasheed will take another 3. Just missed it. Shooting 37% three-point range. Price breaks it up. Nice play.
No foul, just that Britt was out of bounds.
Jim Lynam and Bob Stack. Derek Smith and Buzz Brayman also here tonight. All the assistant coaches. Tomorrow's pregame show, we'll hear from Bob Stack. Ward penetrating. Oh, nifty shot, but couldn't finish it. And it's out of bounds to the Bullets. Jim McElvain replaces Rasheed Wallace. This is a combination you don't see too often. McElvain and Murasan playing together.
Yeah. Let's see turnover.
Charlie Ward with a steal. Into Ewing. And McElvain makes sure he doesn't hit the shot. Third foul on Jim.
It's just a heads-up play by Charlie Ward to stay down there and pick that pass off, and it results in a foul situation.
Patrick Ewing, 3 for 3 from the line, 27 points. Bob McCann enters the game, so Jim Lynam will not stay with that combination of Murasan and McElvain as George leaves. That might be kind of interesting to watch.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think that what he was going to do is have McElvain stay with Patrick. He's a little more mobile, can go out a little bit further than George.
Knicks again pressuring Brent Price. New York leads by 7 as we near the end of the third quarter. Cheney on a strong drive. 12 points for Calbert. That cuts the lead to 5. Hubert Davis is back in. Teaming up with Charlie Ward, the Knicks backcourt with Mason, Oakley, and Ewing up front. Ward from Mason. Got it.
Yeah, Britt turned his back just that split second. That's just what you want your defensive opponent to do, and you backdoor him.
Charlie Ward's first basket gives the Knicks a 7-point lead. Price frees himself and is fouled by Ward, who sideswiped him. First foul on Charlie. Charlie Ward, despite winning the Heisman Trophy at Florida State, was not drafted. The pro scouts apparently felt he was too small, and yet here he is playing a big man's game.
Yep, you figure.
2 minutes.
He played both sports at Florida State.
Not a bad idea, just lobbed it to the wrong side. Juwan was jockeying for position.
Knicks go back to Ewing, who scored 29. Not this time. Rebound McIlvaine, and Ewing commits a silly foul.
Yeah. Good defensive stance that time by Jim McIlvaine. Did not go for the fakes. Kind of pressured Patrick into a bad angle on that shot, or a difficult angle, I should say.
And now Don Nelson will take him out.
This is the last Bullet possession. You see Mason fronting Juwan Howard, and he's really spending a lot of time and energy trying to fight for the ball. Then the lob goes to the other side.
Minute and a half left in the third quarter. The Knicks lead by 7. Howard is open.
Well, they haven't had a lot of open shots, but very high percentage of those open shots that they have had, they have not been able to make.
Ward rifling a pass intended for Mason. Almost hit Billy Baldwin in the side of the head.
I think that's who he was passing to. He caught that. You saw that. Billy Baldwin?
Very good, Phil. Calvert Cheney misses the chip shot. The Bullets have missed probably 4 or 5 shots just like that. Hubert Davis pumps up a 3. And the Knicks make the Bullets pay.
Hubert Davis has been a very important weapon for the Knicks all year long, but particularly as of late off the bench, shooting the threes and just giving them some scoring punch.
Charlie Ward picks up a first down. That's his second foul. 36.6 seconds left in the quarter. 11 left on the shot clock. And that'll be reset.
That many guards are going to run over Jim McIlvaine, but Charlie Ward gets the job done. He picks up a foul there.
That's the 15th foul on the Knicks. McIlvaine, who's not been a very good free throw shooter, only 55%.
Shoot it, Charlie!
He's going to the All-Star game, Phil. He's the player rep. He and his wife will attend. The team player reps get together during the All-Star weekend. The Orioles, or Bullets, will be represented by
really getting ready for this baseball.
Juwan Howard, who will play in the All-Star game, and Tim Legler, who will take part in the three-point shootout. And Rasheed Wallace will be involved in the rookie game. The Bullets are well represented there.
Like I said, now, as opposed to a number of years ago, the All-Star game is an event. It's a full weekend. They've got some of the retired players coming out playing in the game. You can shoot baskets with them. You name it, they've got it out there.
Are you going this year?
No, I'm going to stay at home and watch the game from home.
Three-pointer by Hubert Davis. He was over the line. That's a two-pointer. But he suddenly caught fire, and the Knicks open up an 11-point lead.
That's going to make it a lot more difficult for the Bullet defensive unit in terms of trying to shut things down.
Price against Charlie Ward. And Ward fouls him. He's picked up 3 quick fouls all in this quarter. Don Nelson has been named Coach of the Year 3 times. Leading Golden State. Was involved in that feud with Chris Webber, and then Nelson eventually had to go to the hospital. He had pneumonia and a lot of emotional problems. But to love the challenge of coaching in New York.
He went from the West Coast to the East Coast.
Brent Price makes both free throws, and it's a 9-point Knick lead. Charlie Ward pushes it up. Ward gets off a three-pointer. The third quarter comes to an end. The end of 3 from New York. It's the Knicks 70 and the Bullets 61.
Circuit breaker. Check. Window heat. On. Takeoff warning horn. Check. Parking brake. Set. Radio's radar and transponder. Set and standing by. Sunscreen. SPF 15. That's check.
Southwest Airlines is going to Florida with low fares on every seat, every flight, every day. Florida has never been closer.
Cool shades. On.
What's your favorite section in this one?
Building materials.
Building, yeah.
The section between
mortgages and marinas. I moved to the city and I got everything I wanted to know, where everything was located. I got it from the book.
And so I used the yellow pages to find a charter boat and caught a very big fish.
You caught Bubba. How are you? Thank you for coming. Bell Atlantic, the heart of communication.
Like this world-class automobile, ours also comes with the finest in state-of-the-art audio, the Bose Acoustimass music system. Of course, our car comes with something the Mercedes doesn't offer, a price that's $42,000 less. Aurora by Oldsmobile. It's your money.
Emma, seems like we've known each other forever.
Yeah, I know. 2 weeks.
Will you marry me? 'Cause Emma, I love you, man.
Oh, Johnny, you're not getting my Bud Light.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Johnny?
Make it a Bud Light.
Jane?
It's Joan.
Jane, Joan, whatever. I feel like I've known you forever.
Win a trip to Florida and watch the Orioles in spring training by entering the Fly South with the Birds contest. Send your name, address, and phone number to the address on your screen, and you might be the lucky winner of a trip to Florida, courtesy of Southwest, the low-fare airline. Denzel Washington is here tonight, talking with Al Troutwig, one of the Knicks broadcast team. Now begging for a part in Denzel's next movie. I know he was going to make a movie, a Spike Lee movie about Jackie Robinson. I don't know where that stands in terms of production, but that was the plan. Legler misses the shot. Juwan Howard, nope. Knicks by 9 as we begin the final period. Charlie Ward stays in along with Hubert Davis, Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley, and Charles Smith. For the Bullets, Brent Price, Tim Legler, Juwan Howard, Jim McElvain, and Bob McCann. Shot clock running out on the Knicks as Mason takes it in. And it's out of bounds to the Bullets.
The Bullets returning the favor, playing some strong defense on their part, but just get the feeling in this game that the Knicks put a lot of defensive pressure on the Wolves.
Charlie Ward ran into Jim McElvain's pick, but it was McElvain who went down. Brent Price comes up short.
How many times tonight have we seen that ball not go in from shots from very close range?
Look at Charlie Ward go! That counts, and a foul. Terrific, and Ward brings the Knicks fans out of their seats. Touchdown, Charlie Ward.
That was just a nice individual play. He handles it well. Nice through the defense. Puts that little English on it. Protects the ball, too. There you see him protecting the ball. Here's a chance for a three-point play. He just before that, in trying to fight through a pick, ran into Jim McElvain, and I think Jim's in a little trouble there, a little problem. He already has his right thigh taped, and that's where he got the contact from Charlie Ward.
McElvain is out of the game and in pain as Ward converts a three-point play. The Knicks lead by 12, matching their biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, they just continue to put the pressure on you. I think it has a tendency to just wear you down, and you miss shots that you normally would make.
Murassan, some contact there, and the foul is called on Charles Oakley. Greg Grant enters the game for the Bullets, replacing Brent Price. So I think it's getting a little tired. The Knicks are putting so much pressure on him and making him spend so much energy just to bring the ball up the floor.
And everybody that comes in, whether it's Derek Harper or Charlie Ward, they're putting the pressure on the point guard.
Legler gives Howard a look, being fronted by Mason. McCann drops it into him, but it's picked off by Anthony Mason. Knicks by 12. Charles Smith almost taken away by Greg Grant. Charlie Ward with the runner. Dishes off.
Good defense.
They're going to have to hurry. The shot clock's down to 3. And a 3-second violation is called on the Knicks. It's on Charles Smith.
Well, a lot of times when you get the ball moving around, you have the big men fighting and jockeying for position. They forget to get out of the key. I think that's what happened with Charles Smith that time.
9:55 left in the game. The Knicks lead by 12. The Bullets have only scored 61 points in this game. They came into the game third in the league in scoring, averaging 105. Murasan off balance, he misses it.
And again, it's the pressure. They're laying it on you, wearing you down.
The Bullets have missed their last 6 shots. Hubert Davis on a stop and pop. He's hurt the Bullets with his shooting in the second half and now has 8. And this is the biggest lead for New York. A 14-point advantage as the Bullets call a timeout.
At the Russell Defensive Driving School, they teach a course called Street Survival. Here, drivers learn the fine art of skid control, accident avoidance, and emergency braking. While it's tough on the students, it's torture on the cars. Fortunately, they rely on the durable Mitsubishi Galant, because even after miles of abuse, the Galant's always ready for more. The Galant, a car of enduring quality. From Mitsubishi, the new thinking in automobiles.
Introducing Membership Rewards from American Express, a rewards program that makes every dollar you spend add up to a world of choices just by using the card. For a gift, something you need, the possibilities seem endless, and all of them are free. With the Membership Rewards program, you decide where to use your rewards and what works best for you. So enroll today in Membership Rewards. Call 1-800-AXP-EARN.
We need your help. I need your help. We need money for research. It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love.
To help keep Jimmy V's dream alive, please call 1-800-4JIMMY-V. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Mel Proctor with Phil Chenier, Denzel Washington, Robin Leach, Billy Baldwin. Who else is here?
Chris Glass.
Chris Glass, our producer. Certainly. Mention that name in any restaurant in New York and he won't get in. The Knicks are up by 14, their biggest lead of the game. Hubert Davis and Charlie Ward have both sparked the Knicks in the second half.
Knicks offense has been sluggish throughout the second half until they came into the game.
Ledger trying to get open and puts up a 3 and misses it. Tim is 0 for 3 from the floor tonight. They held him in check.
And that time, again, you get to a situation where you don't get many open shots, and when you finally do, you rush it to make sure you get the shot off.
Oakley misses, but Charlie Ward grabs the rebound.
I think that's been the situation with the Bullet offense. A lot of pressure applied by the Knick defense.
Davis looking to penetrate, slapped into the backcourt. And it'll be New York's ball with only 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
You got to take notice of that, force him to use some time. There's the pressure by Grant.
Ward breaking down the defense, but he loses the ball and trying to kick a field goal. Juwan Howard. Nope. But he'll shoot 2. Foul is on Charles Smith.
He had Charles Smith backpedaling, and he took it right to him. I don't think Charles Smith could even get out of the way if he wanted to at that point.
The Bullets have made 10 of 15 free throw attempts tonight. Juwan is 2 for 2, scored 16 points. I know what you're thinking.
Also has 12 rebounds, and he's had a good solid night. But still, like the other Bullets, they missed some of those open shots that you're used to seeing and hit.
17 points for Juwan Howard, 75-62 New York as Grant pressures Charlie Ward. Mason blows around Murison. George blocks his shot. Bullets get out on the break. Grant left alone. He misses the three-pointer.
Well, he had picked up his dribble, so he couldn't do anything else with it. He was open behind that three-point line.
Gilbert Davis on the drive.
Well, he's really created some problems for the Bullets. He started off hitting those threes, and then he's moved into hitting shorter jumpers. Now he drives it all the way to the basket using the left hand.
And the Knicks lead by 15, their biggest lead. Howard has the ball stripped away. And a foul is called on Charles Smith. Nelson doesn't like it. After viewing returns for the Knicks.
Well, I saw Juwan react over there, evidently going for that loose ball. Charles Smith used some illegal use of the hands.
Howard tightly guarded by Smith. Here comes a double team. Well, Millsap was open, but they didn't see him. Rasheed Wallace scored.
George also was in that key a very long time.
Wallace now has 11, but the Knicks are up by 13 with 6:58 left. The Knicks are beginning to use more time on each possession, starting to use the shot clock.
That's been pretty much the case throughout the game.
Ward misses a three. Oakley with a rebound. And a new 24-second count to work with. And the Knicks turn it over. 15th turnover of the game by New York. The Bullets have committed 17. 6.5 left in the game. The Knicks are up by 13. Ward almost got it. Murison surrounded by Knicks. Off to Juwan Howard. Wallace shot blocked by Ewing.
A tight, big defense. They've really done a good job.
Gilbert Davis drives around Legler. And that counts. Davis has really picked up the Knicks with 12 points off the bench.
Well, here he makes another fine drive to the basket. Has to pull up. Rasheed's there to greet him, but not there in enough time.
Bill, the Bullets have managed only 3 points in this quarter, and we only have 6 minutes left. 13 points now for Hubert Davis. It's 80-64 New York. The Knicks' biggest lead, 16 points. Howard trying to create off the dribble. Again, facing a double team. Inside to Wallace, and Murison slams it home.
That ball is in the cylinder, and that's just what Don Nelson is up and complaining about.
Well, the Bullets even hit double figures in scoring in this quarter. 5 points total in the period. The Knicks have only scored 10. Ewing. Greg Grant pushes it up. Howard scores and a foul. Looking fast break by Greg Grant.
Didn't look good. He pushed it up, and he has on the right wing there Juwan Howard, who powers up, gets this foul from Charles Smith. Bullets brought it down to 12 and maybe 11 if he can make this free throw.
Juwan Howard with 19 points, 13 rebounds, a three-point play for him. He now has 20. 80-69 New York. 5:17 left. Fourth quarter.
Good job again by Greg Grant.
Charlie Ward. Rebound to Murison. Looking to run. Gets it out to Price. And Charles Smith knocks it away from Howard. Price backs up. Wanted to shoot a three. Howard.
They needed that one. Those are the kind of possessions we're talking about. They get a turnover at the other end or defensive rebound and can't convert. Give a lot of credit to the defense of the Knicks. They got back, they hustled, made it difficult.
Red hot Hubert Davis scored 3 more. 16 for Davis, 10 in this quarter, and the Knicks lead 83-69. Time running out on any possible Bullet comeback with over 4 minutes to go. Wallace. Murison over the top. 11 points for George Murison, and the Knicks lead by 12 as we wind down to the 4-minute mark. Knicks using the clock.
George's going to come away with a double-double, but just hasn't had the shooting touch that we've grown used to. He's shooting 60% on the year. And
Charlie Ward with the shot clock winding down. Ewing gets it off with 2 seconds left. Rebound to Oakley. And a fresh 24 to work with. 3:40 left in the game.
Any rebounder will tell you when they go for rebounds, it has to be that extra desire there. You got to want it. Got to want that ball.
And Ewing is fouled by George Murison. It's 3 on George. Derek Harper replaces Charlie Ward, who played well. He leaves with 5 points, and a round of applause for Ward. The Knicks, as you said earlier, think eventually he's going to be a fine NBA point guard.
Yeah, he played very well. He and Hubert Davis really picked up the offense in the second half.
Oakley driving on Rasheed Wallace, and traveling is called on Charles Oakley. Bullets will have the ball, but they're down by 12 with 3:11 left in the game. Charlie Ward getting more and more playing time of late. Everyone else has been bringing him in some very important situations. He's responded well.
Well, he showed some speed. Almost going to the basket. Yeah, Brent had his back turned. Fortunately, turned around in time.
Price for 3. And a foul coming up. Or is it?
Yeah, that's it. I thought that was against Juwan.
Yeah, it is. Well, we get a timeout. Juwan Howard picks up another foul, and time is running out on the Bullets. They're down by 12.
Still using Western Union to wire money? Next time, use MoneyGram and save up to $9, unless you don't mind getting ripped off. MoneyGram, the better way to wire money.
Carbon monoxide isn't the only thing to worry about coming from your tailpipe, because with every stroke of your engine, motor oil is being vaporized into exhaust, leaving less and less protection. That's why there's Castrol GTX 10W30. Of every leading 10W30, Castrol provides the most protection against volatility burn-off. So use Castrol, or watch more of your protection go up in smoke. Castrol GTX, engineered for greater protection against breakdown.
I ran out at lunch today to pick up a prescription and a few other things. I used to go to just any drugstore, but now I go to Giant Discount Drug. I really trust my pharmacist there. And hey, I get everything I need. I mean everything. So I'm heading for the checkout when I think, lunch. And you thought all drugstores were alike.
Still using Western Union to wire money? Next time, use MoneyGram and save up to $9, unless you don't mind being taken for a ride. MoneyGram, the better way to wire money.
The United States Postal Service points in the paint. The Bullets' field goal percentage has dropped to 39%, and the Knicks with 11 second chance points, only 4 for the Bullets. The Knicks' defense is still very good. They are 4th in the league in opponents' field goal percentage. The opposition shooting only 44% against the Knicks this year. Don Nelson didn't tinker much with the defense that Pat Riley put in here. He changed the offense and opened it up some, but this is still a very good physical defensive team.
Absolutely, and that's what Riley brought to this team, and that's how they continue to be. And, you know, it's a commitment by all the players. You know, we talked about Charlie Ward coming in.
31 points for Patrick Ewing.
Players like Hubert Davis coming in off the bench, but still keeping up that defensive intensity.
Harper knocks it away from Brent Price. Calbert Cheney for 3. 15 points for Calbert. It's kind of a quiet 15, though.
Yeah, it has. Looks like only 12 attempts. And again, on a night where other people are struggling, that's a night where you may find yourself getting a few more attempts, particularly from that 2-guard position.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the game. The Knicks lead by 11. Last year, the Knicks swept the 4-game series from the Bullets. This year, they're going to take it 3-1.
Oh, Gerard kicked that ball.
Price puts up a 3-pointer. His second of the game, and it's 85-77, an 8-point Knick lead. The Bullets trying to close it out with a flourish here. They need a turnover. The Knicks spread the floor. Knicks using a lot of time on this possession. Harper for 3. Minute 13 left. The Bullets are down by 8. Steal by Charles Smith, taking it away from Brent Price.
Well, Brent has to be very careful dribbling through 2 of the Knicks. And the foul's going to be on Brent. He got away with the first time, then the second time there, he's... Ooh. Looks like Charles Smith did a better job holding him up than vice versa, but the foul was called on Brent Price.
And the Bullets are over the limit now, so Charles Smith will shoot 2 free throws. Smith with just 5 points tonight. Chance to put the Knicks up by 10. 87-77, New York. Just over a minute left. Cheney trying to get off a 3-pointer. Bullets using a lot of time.
Yeah, they are. I think Juwan wanted Cheney to shoot the 3. And he probably does, yeah.
But that's a 2-pointer. He's over the line. 87-80, New York. 47.4 seconds left. The Bullets put on the press. And the Knicks get it across. The Knicks eating up precious time. Bullets need the ball. They're down by 8. Davis misses the 3-pointer and slapped out of bounds by one of the Bullets, but the officials will give the ball to the Bullets. It looked like Mirasan hit it out.
Yeah, it did.
And the Bullets will take a timeout with 25.8 seconds left. They trail the Knicks by
8. Person needs to send resume to New York. Wants to make a big impression. Goes to post office. Finds out priority mail is a smart solution. Resume gets noticed. Person gets job. Now, if you can only get a can. Team needs new jerseys. Person has to deliver them overnight. Goes to post office. Finds express mail is a smart solution. Guarantees delivery. Jerseys arrive on time. Person avoids getting sacked.
This is Janie Sanchez. This is the actual phone number called by Janie Sanchez. The number for Fannie Mae, the nation's largest source of funds for mortgage lenders. These are the actual free guides Fannie Mae sent to Janie Sanchez. Step-by-step information on how to choose a mortgage and buy a home of your own. This is the actual home that Janie and her husband purchased.
Hi, honey.
And that's her actual husband. Be like Janie. Call Fannie Mae.
HTS College Hoops. For the first time ever, ready to play with the one, the only ACC. Plus CAA, A10, Big East, Pac-10. Saturday night, doubleheader, 7:30. James Madison tangles with Old Dominion. 10:30. Oregon State meets Washington. It all happens all Saturday on HTS. Ready to play.
We revisit the Giant scoreboard. The only final so far, Milwaukee beat Toronto 93-88. San Antonio up by 10 in Boston, fourth quarter. Philadelphia and Indiana in a close one. The Pacers coming back. And Portland leads Minnesota in the third period. Here in New York, the Bullets are making a run, but do they have enough time left? It's doubtful. They've hit 3 of their last 4 3-pointers and have put together a 9-2 run to cut the Knicks lead to 8, but there's only 25.8 seconds left. Tim Legler is in the game. So the longest shooters are in there. Legler's shot blocked by Charles Smith. Cheney for 3. 87-82. Knicks by 5. Oh, and Bullets nearly forcing a turnover, which would have made it interesting. Price thought he got fouled.
Well, as he challenged that pass, he went into Charlie Ward, so I think it was a good no call.
Well, the Bullets desperately trying to pull this one out. They made it interesting as they take another timeout, trailing by 5 with 16.8 seconds left.
When you fly the low-fare airline, you can bring your spouse along for free because friends fly free on Southwest Airlines. Or you can even take your partner, Jack, anywhere we fly. Just make round-trip reservations and buy your ticket at Southwest's low, unrestricted full fare, and a friend flies with you free. And there's only 1-day advance purchase. Hey, you can even bring along your boss. Friends fly free on Southwest, the low-fare airline.
Hey, don't tear up those losing Virginia Lotto tickets. Your losing Virginia Lotto tickets might still be winners in the Bullets Virginia Lottery Second Chance Drawing. You got a shot to turn your losing Virginia Lotto ticket into prime Bullets tickets. Grand prize is a VIP evening at the US Air Arena, dinner at the Captain's Club, and prime Bullets tickets. For another chance to win, mail in your losing Virginia Lotto ticket to this address. Current estimated Lotto jackpot, $1.5 million.
Hey there!
What's up?
Oh, thanks for stopping, Bub. I've been waiting out here forever. You just passed me. I'm out of gas. Your car is still running. Weird, huh? Very. It's in flames! I don't think so. But I love you, man!
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down,
You're not getting the Bud Light!
make it a Bud Light.
Where's the love, man?
Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. The Knicks lead by 5, but they're trying to hold off the Bullets. 16.8 seconds left. The Knicks will have the ball in the backcourt. The Bullets need to force a turnover.
They need to do it fairly quickly, too. They still have to get 2 possessions.
And Charlie Ward is fouled. That'll send him to the line. No, not yet. They had a foul to give.
Well, they're either going to have to foul quickly, but go for the ball. See if you can get the steal.
Harper gets it across. 8 seconds left. Oakley to Smith. Bullets are trying to foul, but they can't get to anybody. Davis runs some more timeout, and Oakley will finish it up. Well, the Bullets hung tough all night long. Came back, time after time, and tried to make one last run at the Knicks. And hitting 3 of 4 3-pointers late in the game threw a little scare into New York, but the Knicks prevail. The final score, 87-82, as the Knicks win the season series. Phil, 3-1.
Yeah, Mel, I think it was one of these games where you just can't get your momentum going. And, you know, a lot of it is largely due to the Knicks defense. They put a lot of pressure. They leaned on people, beat on people, just kind of wore you down. The few times you get an open shot, you can't put it down. But of course, this guy right here, who was our player of the game, Patrick Ewing, he found a way to get it down.
13 for 25 from the floor, made all 5 of his free throws, 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 blocks, just tuning up for the All-Star game. And for the Bullets, Calbert Cheney hitting some 3-pointers late, finished up with 20 points. Juwan Howard also had 20.
Yeah, a good night. I thought that obviously coming in that those are the 2 scores that you're going to go to. Calbert Cheney caught fire late, but certainly was a little quiet earlier on when they could have gotten him into the game.
So the Bullets drop below 500 at 22-23. The road record now 6-16, and another road game to play tomorrow in Atlanta. That'll do it for tonight. Bullets basketball returns to WB 50 tomorrow night at 7:30 when the Bullets travel to Atlanta.